Hello everyone and welcome back to Storicraft. Today we are finally going to get to some building. We're going to get to the first building of Storicraft. It's a series where I build in survival. Oh, whoops, hold on. It's a series where I build things, structures, buildings that are inspired or, directly, taken design-wise from my favorite stories. I definitely have this written down somewhere in a very easier, more concise manner, but here I am. Before I begin, I can't build without actual good tools or supplies because I don't have really what I need to build. I have spruce. That's good. I need that. But to give you guys just a little bit of some information on what I am planning, we're going to be building the Burrow from Harry Potter because Harry Potter is one of my favorite series, both book and movies. And I wanted to start something that was going to be a little bit easier to manage when we have minimal tools and we're unenchanted and all that stuff. I'll talk a little bit more about the design once we get, once it's done, because it is designed in a creative world, and then I am just going to be using Lightmatica to follow along the schematic because that'll just be a lot easier because it's a wonky build. But I really need to go mining so that my tools can all be comfortably iron. And then I also need to find some biomes because I have a spreadsheet of all of the supplies I will need, as you can hear. And I need about a little over 7 stacks of stone, but I also need spruce, dark oak, mangrove. I know I need some oak, just a lot of different blocks. And I think I actually might need to make terracotta too, which is going to be interesting. So do I have a boat anywhere? That would be helpful. I don't think I do. I'm thinking we maybe north. Something's calling me north, which is this way. So let us go. I have food, right? Not a lot. Maybe I should get that. Ignore that box in the sky. That's where we'll be building, and there is a schematic place down there, but because I have shaders on, Lightmatica doesn't work. Ah. Oh, here we go again. On the road again. You know what? Let's be smart. We're smart. We bring a bed this time. Oh. Oh, my flowers. We are finally back home. And I'm going to drop off all the flowers that we got because we don't actually need that right now. So I got some dark oak logs. I got 16, which means I can make 4 dark oak trees, which will be nice. And then I got some more saplings because it just happened. Next, we need to gather saplings for acacia and mangrove, and the rest we have. And I think, well, we're gonna need terracotta, so we're gonna have to find a badlands, which hopefully we can find one when we go looking for a savanna. Yay, bees are happy. I need you, bees, for the future, so stay alive, please. Love me. Please love me. Yes. I mean, it's pretty fast. I'll take it. I'll take anything right now. What kind of world generation is this? What? This is the weirdest biome I've ever seen. I think to save space, I'm going to grab the propagules now and then deal with growing and cutting them down later. Where'd that go? Why can't I? Hello? Thank you. But what I really need is this. I need lots and lots of mud because we need it to make packed mud and mud bricks in various forms. So we gonna need a lot. Okay, so I need 128 mud brick blocks. But in order to make one mud brick block, I need 4 packed mud, which is just 4 pieces of mud. So 128 times 4 is 512 blocks of mud / packed mud. That's a lot. How many stacks is that? That's 8 stacks. So I need 8 stacks of mud. And I have 1, 2, 3. Well, why is this like not? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so like it's not terrible. What is terrible is that I'm going to have to go back home and come back for inventory's sake. Okay, so what I'm gonna do really quick, and really quick for you, not for me. I'm gonna go back home, drop off stuff, come back, get mud, and then we'll go. I think that was 2 more acacia saplings, 2 more jungle saplings, a little bit more wood. And we have bamboo, which is great. Use that. And the mud. That should be enough. Fingers crossed that's enough. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I really need to go mining. Partly for copper, because we will need copper. But also because I need iron. I need iron tools real bad, or even diamond. If I can find diamond, that would be great. So I would like to take a break from traveling around super far, and I think I'm gonna do some nice off-screen mining because I need lots of nice tools and lots of resources in there, and it's really boring and it's not worth recording. So we'll return after this break. Well, hello there. Welcome back. As you can tell, I have been very busy. So we have diamond tools. We have diamond armor. I grinded a lot. I spent a lot of time. I spent something probably close to, I would say, maybe like 10, I'm gonna say 8 to 10 hours grinding because I had 1,500 blocks I needed to get, which I have nearly everything except for one block, which is what we're gonna do. I have to go to the Nether for it, so I figured I'd take you with me. But we have everything we need to make the burrow happen. A little update though, obviously. Let's go over my armor really quick. So my diamond helmet has Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, Respiration 3, Aqua Infinity. Everything has Mending on it. My chest plate, Protection 3 and Breaking 3. I couldn't get a good roll on it. I take what I can get. Unfortunately, the diamond leggings have Curse of Binding, but I've decided I don't really care. Like, they'll come off when I die. If I die, it's fine. Unbreaking 3, Protection 4, and Swift Sneak 3, because I did find a deep dark. It was very scary. I didn't want to be there, but I couldn't resist the temptation. So now we have Swift Sneak. I can say it. Swift Sneak. We move super fast when we sneak in. It's cool. Anyway, we have Feather Falling 4, Protection 3, and Depth Strider 3. We have a Fortune 3 pickaxe and with an efficiency 5, and then a Silk Touch pickaxe, unfortunately efficiency 4. We need to get a breaking on that. Honestly, I just kind of threw a bunch of stuff on here after I rolled enchantments. So my sword has sharpness 4, fire aspect 2, knockback 2, looting 3, which is very nice, and sweeping edge 2. We have a silk touch axe because I really needed it to get a mushroom block. And a fortune 2, I don't know. Listen, it rolled the fortune 2 and I'm just accepting my fate. There you go. We're all caught up on that. I made a bone meal thing because I was harvesting a lot of wheat to make packed mud and I had extra seeds. So ta-da, we got bamboo on an adventure. I had to make extra storage. Let's not talk about how it's devolving very quickly. I did want to make a few extra flower pots just for decor because you never know when you need it. I did move I think all of the wheat out of here into a bigger field I'll show in a second. I don't know if I don't think I showed this, but mostly potato and carrots here, which I haven't harvested in a while because I did have a surplus of baked potatoes. As you can see, wheat, lots of wheat. I needed it. It worked out great. I'm gonna sleep really quick. My goal, so I don't really want to, I accidentally placed a thing there and it's showing up there. It's very annoying. Bees, lots of bees. So there was a beehive, I think that way somewhere, but it was kind of far. And I thought, well, I have all this open space and I've kind of been using it as my farming area. So I spawned a tree till I got bees and then I made another beehive and then I took the beehive from over there and brought it here because we need more bees. I kind of devolved there, but basically I needed the honey so that we could have wax copper. It was a whole thing. Now, to preface not preface, because this is after, but to discuss all of the things that I did, because it was a lot. I did a lot of exploring too. I just want to say that I'm going to try and avoid progressing as much as possible off camera, but when we're in the beginning stages here, I needed tools and I needed them now. A lot of this stuff also is beginner starting stuff, and the main focus of this, while it is survival, is going to be the building and bringing stories to life, essentially. So, yeah, here's my enchanting setup here. Next to a hole. It's fine. We're fine. I don't know what we're gonna do as we get more supplies and run out of things. I might honestly have to make a storage building somewhere. Hello, cow. How did you get there? For right now, we're gonna go to the Nether. I have obsidian, which most of my obsidian came from the portal that was there. I feel like this is gonna be temporary, but I guess I'll just put it here, why not? And I'm gonna replace my helmet since I'm not gonna need aqua affinity or respiration there. I'm just gonna have my gold. I'm very curious about where we end up. Oh my god, that RNG that I have. Oh my god. Okay, so the reason we're here is, I really never said that either, is we need soul sand for soul campfires. I just need 2. And I was thinking we were going to be in a really bad spawn. But we're exactly where I need to be. Oh, that's good to know. There's warped there. This series is really fulfilling my hoarding tendencies. Because I'm oh, what if I need that for a build later on? Oh, Jesus. You really went out of your way. Okay, is it soul sand? Oh, it can be either. Okay. Well, I'm here. Why don't I, gather some bones? Are those two? Is that 2 ghasts? It is. I feel like this is going to be the downfall. So I might just grab this over here and honestly, just go home. Alrighty then. Let's leave. Well, that was a success. Nice and easy. I love it. And now we are ready to build the burrow. But first I'm going to show you guys a thing that I made in order to get a lot of things done. So I don't remember if this was shown on camera. It might have been episode 1, but there was a skeleton spawner here and I made a farm. Very simple. I actually expanded on a tutorial that I watched. I will link that in the description. Because originally it was you go here and you had to whack them, but I wanted something that I could just one-shot hit them, not have to do it a couple times. So I set up a little area here. And down here, boom. And we've collected many bows, with which I don't know what I'm going to do with. But we'll get there. It is time for me to change my helmet. Hold on a second. Okay, now it is time for us to get building. I have to go place down the schematic and move all of these supplies all the way over there, back there somewhere, I think. I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. But let's cut to the time lapse of me building this wonderful project that definitely didn't take me forever to design and then to gather everything. It's fine. All right, it is complete. This took so long to gather resources and then build. And actually, since building this, it is the next day. Because I stayed up till about 1 or 2 in the morning finishing the build, and then I came back and added in all the shrubbery and the greenery. But I love it. I love it so much. It came out so good. I went to go back to, actually, I think the village maybe? And you can see it from so many different angles, and it's exactly what I wanted. It looks so freaking cool. Okay, anyway, let me calm. Let me go through this with you. So let's talk about this design. So the burrow that you see in the movies is not quite the accurate portrayal as from the books. And so I really had to kind of blend the two together, as well as some other reference photos to come up with this design, because I didn't want it to look like the movies, which is pretty much an all wooden structure, because the book states that it's supposed to, at least the first level, is supposed to have possibly been like a pig pen, or like a former pig pen. I wanted to include stone there because that's what historically it was made of. So also, like, I wanted to make it look magical, but also, you know, cohesive. So this took a while to actually design, just because there's so many different parts to it. In particular, that section up top with the copper roof on the right, with the ledge over the, I don't even know what number level that is, right over here. That section was very difficult to do. I actually was, you know, I did this in creative first. So I tore that down at least 2 or 3 times, because the reference photo I was looking at actually showed this portion underneath it open, and I thought was weird, but I didn't think too much on it at the time. Then I realized it's supposed to be fully roofed, so I had to build it a few times just to get it to work, and try and figure out proportions and everything was also a pain. Now, I know some structures show the first floor as sort of roundish, some show it just as rectangular, but I wanted to kind of keep a bit of both. So we do have this diagonal wall up in the front window section, just to kind of give some texture, I want it to be a weird shape, essentially. And it really is, because the whole, you know, the burrow, part of the appeal about the burrow is that it looks like it should not be standing. I also really loved how there was an estimated number of chimneys, and it was like 5 to 7. So I think I made 6 chimneys in total here, and those were a lot of fun to do. Those treat after dealing with the roof, like doing roofs normally is hard for me, but to do it in this sort of capacity with so many different levels was quite a pain. But I think I did okay. I think I did well, and I love this so much, just because it's so many different sort of palettes and vibes going on, but it just works out really well. There's so many different windows. I wanted it to look funky. Funky was the word I was going for. In terms of the outside, this is the path. I know in the time lapse it shows me finishing the path where the cobblestone slab is over here, but there was this weird green patch, and I didn't want to fill it in because I knew it would technically be a path area. So I just extended the path a bit, but I didn't want to alter too much. I didn't want to extend the path too much, just because there are going to be other structures around, and we will be connecting them together. It's just, this is it right now. This is like the main chimney, which was, I love building with mud bricks, but whew, is it a pain. Also, this wall needed just a giant bush. I will not elaborate. It just needed a bush, and it needed to be fluffy. I wanted it to be very overgrown, which I think we achieved, but also a variety of magical looking plants and stuff. I might have to get some of these vines in control a little bit. I did do some, like, there's string there. I don't know why I did what I did there, but there is some glow licking around just to help with some lighting. There's also obviously lanterns. There are some hidden torches to keep this area a little lit up. Now inside, this obviously is not furnished, and that is because I wanted to show you guys what I had now instead of doing the whole thing, because it would have just, we'll get to it is the point. So this is our interior, our main room. I'm not sure, this might be the kitchen maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be exactly exact to the, you know, the layout of the burrow in the books or movies. I'm not sure. You know, we might have some features, but you'll get the sense that this is burrow once we walk through it. So each side we have these little windows that we step up into. I love them so much. They're so cool. I did soul campfires for this one because maybe this is the one that they use the Flue network for. We don't know. I tried to add some detail to them, but not make them too super, you know, overbearing and taking up the room. I will say this roof, the ceiling was a pain to do, but eventually we got there and it looks cool. I didn't want something dark and I didn't want something to just be one all block. This, I think, is a happy medium where it doesn't overshadow, but it also just cohesively goes well. Then we have lots and lots of stairs because, you know, we need to get to all these different levels. So I think we can get to almost every single level, actually. So we have this level as well, this section, and we have a little lookout. We got a plant here. We keep going. There's another little window lookout. Then we go up here to this loft area, which overlooks down. Cool, fun, awesome. Little windows everywhere, honestly. So cool. A little shelving with some decor. And then we go up, and obviously I had to include a propagule because it just is a magical looking sapling. We have another. We can go down out here, look out the front, and then we go back up. And this is the open area here. Fun. And we have obviously a spore blossom because I wanted the magical particles to be around. Now we don't have a way up to there yet, and I'm not sure if I want to. I kind of like this idea that, you know, these pieces like and structures of houses were added on as time went on and kind of just put together with what they had. Very resourceful people. That's what I got. That's the burrow there. I also added in, there's a little light back here because it was too dark and things spawned. So figure maybe some storage there. If this were a starter house, honestly, I would love it. And if this were a starter house in terms of like living in it, I honestly would probably put like a little secret nook back there or something. Like, I love this build so much, and not just because I spent so long building it. Let's quickly go over all of the chimneys. So we have one up here up top. We have a deep slate. Fun, and that one continues into the inside. Then we have this copper one over here. And for the record, all the copper that is aged or not aged, it is all waxed because that's why we have all those bees. We have this one here, which is fun. I love the way that it just pops from the wall. Then we have this one up here has actually two. Let me see if I can get it up higher. This one has two chimneys going on with some anvils on top. Then we have the main one, obviously, is the mud and the mud brick one. That one goes all the way through and down and back down here. That one is, I think, my favorite palette, just because I love the mud bricks, and part of that is because they're just so new, in term to Minecraft at least. And then we have this last one here, this other deep slate one. That is a very harsh cut, and I never noticed it from this angle, so I might fix that. I don't know. We'll see. I apologize again for the time lapse because I recorded me, clearing the land, and then I turned off the recording so that I could then go move all the supplies from over there to over here, and then I forgot to hit record as I started building. Apologies, but to be honest, you just it was me placing blocks. It was easy peasy. You know, let me know what you guys think. Let me know how we feel about this building that is inspired-ish, meant to be the burrow, the Weasley Burrow. I personally love it a lot. it was a very big challenge to build. And it's been a while for me personally since I've built something. So let me know what you guys think. I truthfully am really proud of this one. And I am not sure what we're going to build next, but we're going to find out next episode. So thank you all for watching this video. I will say that I don't want every single video to be me just building with time lapses. We're always going to try and do progress in each episode. So not every episode will have us building these structures because it does take time to design them and then gather the resources. So I think what we're going to do next time is organize, because this is kind of what my life looks like on here right now, is just blocks everywhere. So I think what we're going to do is come up with a place for a storage building and make a storage building. Maybe make it automatic. I haven't decided if it'll sort automatically or not yet. This way we can be set for the future going forward. And I want to finish the interior because I don't want to just leave interiors undone. That just seems wrong and kind of cheating for this challenge that I've put on myself. Hit that like button and leave me a comment. Let me know that you like this video. If you hit that subscribe button, you become part of the Storyteller Squad. And if you head on over to Patreon, you'll be able to see behind the scenes extra videos of me doing ridiculous things or messing up or just chaos. As always, thank you so much for watching, and keep on shining, storytellers.